Breaking right now, major new reports in the mainstream media that suggest Prince Harry is growing increasingly wary of his wife Meghan Markle for her big spending ways.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a bombshell report from royal expert Angela Levin. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are in the hot seat over disaster tourism. Meghan was spotted comforting wildfire victims and taking photos. The backlash has been fierce. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.
That's because she's currently rolling through his $1.6 million inheritance from Queen Elizabeth on her overly ambitious dreams. So let me take you through this really fascinating report from Radar Online, who are doing some really good, brave work exposing the Sussexes at the moment. This is what they have just reported. Prince Harry is not happy as his wife Meghan Markle is said to be spending millions of his dollars. RadarOnline.com can reveal the Duchess has no problem dipping into Harry's inheritance from Queen Elizabeth, spending it on her big-time dreams. Harry received $16 million in October from his late grandmother, but the massive amount of money has only caused issues between him and Markle as she continues to use his cash. A source claimed Harry has told his wife it's time to start earning, not keeping on spending. And the insider said Harry's not alone in thinking Meghan's big relaunch plans in the new year are just going to be more of the same. On paper, her branding ideas tick every box except the important one. No one's interested. It's not about trademark errors or revolving staff. Harry's beginning to realise the only constant in their problems is the decision made by the Duchess. The source added that Harry is worried she's not making the most of her opportunities, and with such a lukewarm reception to Polo, he's even more determined to forge his own path. And this is what the source told Radar Online. The problem is Meghan won't give up on her passion projects, and they've become nothing but a thorn in his side. He's had no choice but to give Meghan an ultimatum, at the very least a strong warning. Meghan can do.
So let's start with what actually happened. Meghan Markle was seen visiting wildfire victims in California, posing for photos and offering support. But here's the issue. Reports say her own children were at home, potentially in harm's way from the same wildfires. Angela Levin and other royal commentators are now questioning Meghan's priorities. What do you think? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Whatever she wants with her vanity projects in her spare time, but she needs to find something that will be a success. He wants her to focus more on things that will matter, not jams and dog biscuits. He's tired of the ridicule, but even he's seen how a lot of it is actually warranted. The source added, it seems there is no doubt in Harry's mind that they'll be forced to make some huge changes in the future if they don't start to turn things around soon. Wow. Angela Levin, Radar Online, doing great work here on the Sussexes, going where the rest of the American mainstream media, and in fairness, the British mainstream media, will not tread. And we know that Harry is very worried about money, because as soon as the tap was turned off from the royal family, he wanted to make lots of money. Now, of course, they did make lots of money, but they also became used to spending lots of money. And all of a sudden, with these flop projects, there's not going to be another big check from Spotify or Netflix or anyone like that. And of course, what's gone on this week with the couple's catastrophic disaster tourism around the LA wildfires, I would argue, Angela, is going to make it even harder for them to make money in the future. So won't that only increase the tensions between Harry and Meghan over her big spending ways?
Well, first of all, I don't believe that company. I think they can make up things that happen and they become they become true. They're rumors, but they become true. I don't think that. Harry is scared of Meghan. He can't tell her what to do. He won't tell her what to do. And I think the very sight of him.
Now, let's talk about Prince Harry. Insiders say he's unhappy with Meghan's decisions, especially about money. She's burning through his $16 million inheritance on projects that haven't taken off. Spotify deal? Gone. Netflix? Mixed results. Rumours say Harry's realising Meghan's rebranding efforts aren't working, and honestly, can you blame him? Speaking of money, here's the reality.
Just now, it shows that he doesn't want to be there, but he has to be. So he's really sulking and he's really out of it, although he's in it physically, but he's not with it. And I think I don't believe that. And I think that the late Queen Elizabeth, their grandmother, I mean, she's given them, I think that amount of millions was between William and Harry. And he got it on his 40th birthday, remember? But I think that Meghan does have money of her own. She does work and she does get paid. She's the one, I think, who's got loads of money out of Netflix and out of all the companies that she tries to work for. Wherever she goes, she charges. So she has earned money. I think Harry is spending money absolutely in a crazy way by going back again and again and again to the high courts and trying to get his way with the press. I think his aim is to get rid of us. And that is just as stupid as what Meghan does in her kitchen with sprinkling bits of flowers over a biscuit. And I think that the two of them are too similar to something like that. I don't think Harry can say, you've got to earn properly, you've got to do well, because it's not his way. I mean, he has so little interest or practice with money that he can't actually organise it at all. And he won't tell her that because he's desperately in love with her, but he hates her. Do you know, I think that's what it is now. And I think this passion does happen in some relationships, whereas you really, really care about them, but they're no good for you. I think that's what the thing is.
The Sussexes are no longer backed by royal funds. They've been living off huge media deals, but those aren't coming in like they used to. Angela Levin warns they could face financial trouble if they don't change their spending habits. Private jets, high-end security, luxury mansions, that lifestyle isn't cheap.
Yeah, it's really fascinating, Angela, though, isn't it? Because money becomes a significant factor now for both Harry and Meghan. Of course, I completely agree with you that the money being wasted on this spurious court case is nuts. It's completely bonkers. And it does show you that Harry is prepared to waste money, which is risky, given he is in a position, Angela, where, let's be honest, in a few years' time, he could be close to bankruptcy if he's not careful, because these inheritances are not going to cover for the ludicrous lifestyle that they want to keep funding. And they're never going to get another $100 million paycheck. It's just not going to happen. What company is going to pay a couple of grifters who've proven that not only do they not want to work hard, they also don't have commercial success. They no longer boost a brand. So I'm not saying there won't be smaller deals. Of course, there'll be smaller deals. There are companies that do want to buy in to the idea of, oh, we can get a royal on the book, right? But that's a couple of million here and there. And while a couple of million for you or me, Angela, would set us up for life, these guys are paying security, catching private jets everywhere. It's, you know, I can honestly see a time where they end up bankrupt. I'm not joking.
But think about Better Up. This is a company that is employing him for £1 million a year to talk to people about their mental health. The company seems to be going through a very bad issue because a lot of the other staff feel that he does nothing and is earning far too much. But they still are giving him that. So you have a lot of people who make a very bad judgment.
And Prince William reportedly wants nothing to do with them financially. So where does that leave Harry and Meghan? Meghan's personal brand is in serious trouble. Despite multiple relaunch attempts, the public isn't interested. Angela Levin says Meghan lacks authenticity. People see through her PR moves, making things worse. her projects struggle to gain traction.
And think that they can pay him vast amounts and he will do these things. I don't think he will be left broke, but I think he has to change his way of living because it's much, much too much. They don't need all that they've got, acres of land.
Yeah, but they don't. I mean, you're completely right, but they show absolutely no inclination or signs that they are prepared to do that.
No, I
think they're
that's
delusional.
right. Because they think that it should happen to them automatically, but they are good. They have got ways of making people pay an awful lot of money. Netflix, they're making them do a lot of money. And Meghan's got another couple of Netflix series coming. Do you know these? About her jewelry, that she's going to show off all the jewelry she's got from the royals. My goodness, this will be very interesting. And some things that she just buys easily that doesn't cost very much money. So they're going to pay another load of money for that. I don't know when it's coming out, but it has been mentioned. That's going to be good. And she can actually come up with all the friends she's got and show you, introduce you to people who are very famous, but I don't think anyone will come to the party there. They can forget that one. But I think they are still working with her, as you said, for the hate reason. People can't stand them, but they're riveted by it. I mean, the amount of publicity they get for small things, little things. Meghan's doing this, Meghan's doing that, on the front page, in the front, inside. And you think, what are they doing? Who cares? But people are still fascinated by them in a rather negative way.
I guess there's that morbid fascination, isn't there? But the thing is, Angela, given we're talking about money, I know that the thing that keeps King Charles up at night, because remember, this is a guy who is thinking very much about trying to par down the royal family, to make sure that the minor royals are earning their own money, taking security away from people like Andrew, Beatrice, Eugenia. Now, whether you agree with that or not, that is Charles's ambition.
Turn the heater off.
Yeah, totally. He wants to be seen as frugal. And he is kept up at night, Angela, by the idea that Harry is at some point in his reign going to come back with the begging bowl, saying, I need your help.
The backlash from disaster tourism isn't helping. Can she turn it around, or is it too late? Comment below. So, what's the takeaway from all this? Critics are questioning Meghan and Harry's choices, from PR stunts to reckless spending. With financial troubles and no royal support, public trust is fading fast. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.